how important is that to kind of the overall service offering if you're somebody at Lowe's, picking a provider? And, are there any third-party software providers that are, better than others, or are you also
No.
seeing companies developing their own software in some cases?
So companies develop their own, but fast tracks are good, and you're really looking for the on-time delivery, the safety and claims within a delivery, the satisfaction of the customer with the delivery, and the ability to meet the time frames of the delivery. Is it on time?
Mm-hmm.
And that gets into on time means, is there a call the night before to schedule the time? Is there a call 30 minutes before that says I'm on my way? What is the rating of the driver and the driver team? So those are all key attributes that they look at. Where it comes from, really what that dashboard is, and the speed in which the company can get that information is really what matters. And then there's also two schools of thought there. A lot of the delivery agents use those and forward those metrics onto the company. And, listen, I'm going to say everybody's honest, but that's self-reporting.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the companies will look at it and say, we'll do the analytics on the delivery so that way we can make fair recommendations or to have a better understanding of what our customer really believes.
Right. And so you mentioned a third-party provider at the beginning there. I didn't catch the name of it. Was it Fast Track?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Have you heard of or seen one called Dispatch Track?
No.
Okay. That's helpful. But so you mentioned, Fast Track, is that just the most heavily used, or?
No, there isn't one that's heavily used.
Got it.
Again, it's the data, not the who.
Yeah, and so they're all pretty similar in their
They're all very, very similar.
Got it.
And again, I have better information if it's an asset-based because I have systems on my trucks versus an independent contractor.
Sure.
But, as the retailer, I'm more on capacity, quality,
Mm-hmm.
on time.
Got it. That's helpful. So kind of along those lines in technology, is there any kind of technology or risk or business model risk we're not thinking of? We've noticed kind of Amazon doing this Amazon Flex initiative. Do you think that's at all, kind of a risk to a more traditional last mile provider that's kind of already existing in the marketplace?
No, I think, listen, technology changes so rapidly and customers are so much better informed today. So when, hey, that 30-minute phone call was really important. Well, today you have to ask the customer, would you like that phone call 30 minutes ahead of time, or would you prefer to get an email or a text? Do you have the capacity in which to do that?
Right.
Right? Does the delivery agent have the technology to say, because today the customer has so many ways that they can shop, and to the retailer, they want to service the customer in the way in which they want to be serviced. So I don't want a telephone call. I would like a text. My wife might say, I want an email.
Right. Okay.
My mother would say, I want a phone call.
Yep.
So they're all different.
Great. Are there any questions we're kind of not asking here, as or anything that would be relevant, obviously, to someone looking to potentially invest?
But are you looking at a market-based or a national company?
It's more of a regional market-based. It's not a national provider.
And are they currently in the space?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not a startup. You're not greenfield in everything you're doing.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So again, from an investment standpoint, what I would recommend you do is make sure you build some kind of relationship with their current customers.
Mm-hmm.
That says, I'd like to sit down and I'd like to discuss with them, a couple of things. How has it been? Because startup is always tough in this business. How is it more